This is the Throttle Out Show, presented by Vixen Industries, the only show where monster truck drivers and mechanics come together to present what's happening in the monster truck community. It's the ultimate combination of torque, horsepower, and trash talk. And now for your hosts. First, straight out of the heart of Detroit Rock City, it's Kid Rock's neighbor and former driver of the BKT ride truck. It's Austin Spence. And the duo deep in the heart of Texas, it's the show owner and daughter of a man who conquered the industry for over 20 years. It's Harley Johnson, along with everyone's favorite Bryce Kenny lookalike, Austin Tweedy. So go ahead, fuel up, strap in, and remember, when in doubt, throttle out.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful. And if I keep singing the song, we're going to get copyrighted. So I'm going to stop. Yeah, what has been a chilly, windy day here in North Texas. Welcome, everyone.
Very chilly day here in Texas.
To the Throttle Out Show. We're not used to this. I know all y'all up north, including Austin Spence and his wife and his fam. Y'all are really freezing your tails off. But it's not like this time of the year down here. It's still, like maybe low 50s. So it's 40s today, so it's really cold to us down here. We don't know if we're going to make it. Dadgummit. Austin Spence, y'all, is on his way. Don't worry. He's playing the role of Santa Claus once again out there delivering packages to good little boys and girls. That's what he's doing. It's his job.
Yeah.
Poncho Man Cooper Knuckles is on set with us. What's up, Poncho Man? Take a sip.
Howdy. I got myself some Winter Jack. We're getting closer to the winter. Actually, no, we're in the winter. Getting closer to Christmas. Crimish. That's what it is.
Or Christmas.
But how about them Cowboys?
Oh, yeah. I saw that they won today.
Bang.
I actually picked them to win on my Fox Sports app or whatever, and I was only off by like 1 point in what I predicted them to beat the brakes off of the Giants today. I only picked them because I wanted to make some money today. Y'all, I seriously hate the Cowboys.
Yo, you always pick them if you want to win some money. It's the way to go because we're going to win. We're going all the way to Super Bowl.
Oh, he said it.
This is our year.
Bold prediction right there.
10-4. 10-4. We're going.
He said it. Now, Cooper's sipping on some whiskey. I think Harley's got our nice green tea over there. I have got an honest glass of eggnog over here, non-alcoholic. No reason.
Spence is chiming in right now. He's driving so fast right now. He's trying to get here, guys. He's trying to get here.
The Ford Focus is bouncing off the rev limiter.
How cold is it there?
Here? It's got to be in the 30s if I had. Oh, 40.
Because you said you guys were freezing?
Yeah, it's at 40 right
40
now.
degrees.
Where was my weather app? There it is. Oh, I'm on airplane mode. I was wearing shorts yesterday outside.
Yeah.
We were like at 30 to 28 degrees. It was like perfect weather for some reason for me. I was wearing shorts. It felt nice. I ran around. We went and got ice cream. It was great.
I guess we've got another sing-along going on in the comment section.
My sister has started another sing-along in the
night.
comments.
Well, y'all, we're going to have a loaded show tonight. I'm just looking at my notes. Got a lot to chit-chat about. But this right here, y'all, everybody is excited about the Stampede RC giveaway. Thank y'all so much that those of y'all who did participate. I think we had over 13 people participate, but over 68 entries in the giveaway.
A lot of entries.
Wow.
Registration ended this past Wednesday, so if you ordered something after that, even today, that does not count. Registration ended last Wednesday on the 15th. We'll be doing this again in the future. Don't know how soon, but we'll see. We were talking about today. May not be for a while.
And this did come from the headquarters. It came from Traxxas headquarters. We picked it up, when was it, Saturday?
Yeah, just yesterday. Picked up straight from HQ. It's fresh. Straight out of Taiwan. This bad boy, it's brand new. Did not hit any other, local RC stores. This thing right here. It's a real deal, y'all. So we'll be talking about that. Right out of the gate, we would like to wish a happy 23rd anniversary to Jimmy and Dawn Cretin. 23 years of marriage, and they haven't killed each other yet. It's absolutely amazing. Congratulations to y'all. We also want to say A very happy birthday to Mr. Nate Bay, who I believe, I think he turned 16 today.
I think so. The big 16
Nate
today.
Bay and the entire Bay family, all great people, but Nate always likes to send us good video footage of all the independent monster truck shows that he goes to. Just want to say thank you for that, good buddy. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about, Harley, if you would put up the picture of the merch, please. It's over yonder. This is our new merch. We're very excited about it. Go ahead, throttleoutshow.com. Pick you up some. Now, here's the thing. All y'all who participated in this giveaway, whenever you do get your merch, if you've got it already, that's great. But when you do get your merch, we're going to ask, take a nice little picture with it. You don't necessarily have to be wearing it if you don't want to do that, but take a selfie or line your stuff up, take a picture with your merch, tag us in it, and also use the hashtag RWIDTO, right? That's our words?
RWIDTO.
RWIDTO. Remember running down Throttle. Use that hashtag, tag us in it. We'd like to put that on our website if y'all are cool with that. So go ahead, put that out there. And I guess the other thing we have to talk about is everyone on the show now in all three households have officially seen the new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Don't worry, no spoilers tonight. We might get into spoilers maybe next week. Give some people some time to see the movie.
Wait, let them do it. But just so you know, that movie has totally transformed the way we look at life. Right, Coop?
Yeah, Batman was in it. It was awesome.
Yep, Batman killed Spider-Man. Damn it. I just did a spoiler.
You just spoiled it.
No, it was a great movie. 10 out of 10. Everyone will enjoy it when they see it.
Would recommend.
This is coming from a guy who doesn't watch Marvel movies, by the way, and he loved this one. So that's saying a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to watch it again. It was actually pretty good. A lot of stuff she had actually explained to me in the movie theater.
I told him, you're going to ask me a lot of questions. Don't ask me any questions when the movie's going on. I can answer all your questions after the movie's over. After all the post-credit scenes.
After them all. You know what the best moment was? So you know how it's like if you're a true Marvel fan, you'll wait until the end of the whole credit scene. So we're like, there was a thing going and the credits were going and then we waited and some people were leaving and this girl in front of me was all like, oh, look, we true Marvel fans, we waiting. And then obviously there was something. And then that was over, but there's still credits. And then they got up and walked away. I'm like, you what?
So she's not a true Marvel fan then.
Yeah, so I'm like, you go sink in a hole, basically. That's where I was at. Go cry in the shower.
Go sink in a hole.
Yeah. Oh, well. It was pretty funny. I had a good laugh.
I thought it was a great movie. I'm more of a DC guy just because I'm a big Batman fan. But this was a great movie, and I totally want to go watch it again. It kind of reignited my love for Spider-Man, the same love I had as a kid. So no more spoilers, no more talking about Spider-Man.
Yeah, new subject.
Let's start talking about some monster trucks, something that is actually hot, fresh off the press. Hardly on our way back.
Fresh off the press of Facebook.
Off Facebook, but straight from the horse's mouth. Did Kevin King retire? Is that what that post was about?
I guess, yeah. He sold his monster truck, his rig, and I think one of the tow trailers, too. Yeah, just sold it all. Officially retiring. He said he's not done with monster trucks completely. He might fill in, here and there for people, but all of his stuff is now sold. So
I'd say once you leave monster truck, like you sell or you quit the team that you're a part of, you're never really done with it, right? You're still attached to it in some way, shape, or form.
Look at us.
Look at us. For those of y'all who are watching in the comment section, the only person I could really probably honestly think of who left monster trucks, never came back, and y'all help me down in the comment section if you're watching. I'm just trying to think of somebody off the top of my head, and Harley, you and Cooper probably not even going to know who I'm talking about, but that would be Andy Brass with Team Bigfoot, who left in the 90s and just straight up never came back. Never helped out at shows, nothing, just whoop, gone.
Gone.
94, left, never looked back. He was inducted in the Monster Truck Hall of Fame a few years ago, and he made his appearance for that, but that's it. That's all she wrote. But other than that, for the most part, a lot of guys, they like to make their appearances every once in a while, fill in a wrench on some trucks or fill in, and help somebody out who needs a seat filled for a weekend. So I'm sure we'll probably see Kevin King down the road. But, hey, this is it. This is, all she wrote for him.
Joey, with your comment, who's it sold to? We don't know.
We don't know.
He left that up to the guy that he sold it to decide. So
bingo.
We don't know.
It's on Facebook Marketplace. If you hurry. some shit might be there. Some shit might be gone.
He said he would leave that up to the new owner's discretion. They can make that announcement whenever they're ready for it. But 15 years in the biz, I think multiple movie and TV show appearances, toured in Monster Jam, a primetime sponsorship with Fluffy the comedian. I mean, what a career for the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Coop, were you ever on tour with Kevin King?
If he's the one that did Fluffy, then yeah, that was my first tour that I ever did.
Okay.
It was a great time. He put a sticker on our toolbox of Fluffy.
Kevin King gave us a hell of a memory whenever I was out on tour with him. We were down in Hotlanta, Georgia, and this was practice. This was not actual race day. And we're like halfway through towards the end of the season. And we're doing the St. Louis racing style. He comes around final corner. If you remember that season, 2019, when they did the St. Louis racing style, you had race lane, jammer stack, race lane. And he hit that damn race lane, one tire on the race lane, one tire on the jammer, and just, boom, launched that bitch. Ripped the front end of the truck out from underneath it in practice.
Yeah, I hated that track.
Yeah, that track ruined a lot of trucks.
St. Louis racing style.
I mean, I like it, but that specific style ruined a lot of trucks for that reason alone.
Yeah.
That jammer in the middle. Yeah. And I remember after the practice was over, and I remember even hearing Alinsky just like, shit talking. No, I mean, like in a funny way, not like he's, down talking or just say like, oh, I didn't know I was out here watching the World Finals. I mean, it was a funny moment. Never forget that. Going out there with like a brand new body on Monster Mud and just wadding the truck up in practice. But I will say about Kevin King, really nice person. I enjoyed talking to him, being on tour with him. He really knows his history of the sport. We were talking about Bennett Clark and the Clydesdale Monster Truck, and that was kind of our connection there. So, Kevin King, wherever you're at in the world, thank you for what you've done for the sport of monster trucks. Thank you for giving us memories that are going to last a lifetime, and we will be seeing you around or down the road, my friend. So, now I'm over here enjoying this glass of eggnog. We should be having Spence come on here shortly. He was about 10 minutes away.
I know he's trying to get here as fast as he can.
It's about maybe 10 minutes. A little while ago. Here I am stalling.
Are we waiting for him for the Weston part? Or can I talk about one tiny bit on the Weston thing?
Sure. Why don't you talk? But you got to reel us into what you're really talking about, though.
The video they made.
Okay.
Which made no sense for the beginning.
It was a very
beginning of the video was a drone shot.
Put together video.
Yeah. It's like, hey, this kid's driving. You have 1 hour to make this video. Go. It's like, what? They start the video out of an a drone shot of the ramp that we did for the double
Paxton.
forward momentum backflip in Paxton. And I'm like, this kid's never been in Paxton. But I'm like, what is this video for? And then I was like, is he doing the stunt? And then it showed back at the training track in Florida. And I was like, oh, well, he's over there. Oh, we're back in Monster Jam University. I was like, what is going on? He's like, this is awful. Whoever did the first half is garbage. Since Blake left.
To my knowledge, y'all, I don't think any of the Andersons have actually ever been to Paxton to drive, if I'm correct on that, Coop.
No.
Did Kristen go, maybe?
Kristen was there. It was my first year there. I had her as a driver, and I was still learning how to even work on a truck. So I had her, and she was there. I think eventually Adam may have showed up, or Ryan.
See, I remember talking to Adam back in 19. He said up until 19 he had never been there either. So unless he showed up in the last couple of years, he ain't been there either.
The only actual that were what?
Someone's Speed Demon is joining us.
The Speed Demon is joining the stream, Mr. Speed Demon.
The only actual veteran drivers, I guess if that's what you call them, that showed up to the university. Tony Oaks.
There it is.
Made it. Took me long enough.
Boy, it is good to see you, man. You're looking just as good as ever, too.
Dude, I don't think I've ever had that Focus running that fast and that hot. That poor thing, I get out and it's like squealing from different places I never heard it squealing from before.
Oh my gosh.
So, for those that don't know, I recently just left Lime, Ohio, came back to Jackson, Michigan, which is supposed to be a 2.5 hour drive, and I think we got here in just under 2 hours. So, yeah.
World record time. We're glad you're back, man. We were just talking about, we haven't even really we just scratched the surface of Weston Anderson joining the field, but we weren't talking about, we were just talking about the video was kind of like poorly put together. It was really weird. Cooper was saying they were using drone shots of both Paxton and like the testing track down in Florida, both of which the Weston has never really been before. So we think that's pretty funny, but let's talk about that now. Let's talk about probably the biggest news of the weekend is that Weston Anderson, the youngest sibling of the Anderson bunch, finally getting the call to the big leagues to go hang out with the boys at Monster Jam. Now, he is hitting an arena tour, which I personally think is really weird, but I would like to hear some thoughts from everyone on the stream. What is your opinion of Weston Anderson coming to Monster Jam? Coop, I want to start with you.
Well, easy money. It's already in there. Golden. He's going to make a fortune. I haven't really seen him drive anything. Didn't he drive the mud truck before? Is that what he drove? A lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has a world record jump for jumping King Sling Mega Truck.
I feel like a long jump isn't too hard, to be honest.
And
Why hasn't Tom gotten it?
Anything. Why? Because they know we're going to kill that record.
Oh,
The ZF.
okay.
Because, ZFs are the thing. And okay, we're going to go off topic for a hot minute, or hot second. The ZF truck was supposed to do every stunt show deal before they changed it to adding some company trucks, because that's how good we are. All right, back to Weston. I think it'll be cool. I think he'll do good in the arena. It's probably good to start him out there. I'm sure he's driven monster trucks before, but might as well just start him off in arena than putting him in a stadium, because stadium are a little bit, I guess, a different speed. Just arena, once he gets that down, he'll be perfect in a stadium. I think he'll do good, not only just because he's an Anderson, because he looks like a person who can really drive pretty well. He has that, like, Colton and Tyler Miniga type of look to where he will kill it no matter what. So I think there's going to be a lot of good things to come in the future.
Now, that's your 2 cents. Harley, I want to hear your opinion on the matter, because when we both heard the news the other day, you had a reaction. I was kind of surprised.
Surprised by my reaction?
As what you had to say. What's your 2 cents on old Weston Anderson?
When I saw it, I got to say I was a little disappointed, because I'm like, okay, another Anderson behind Gravedigger.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a big surprise. I kind of wanted him to stay away from Monster Jam. I wanted him to do his own thing independently with, the mega trucks and all of that. And now that he's with Monster Jam, he's going to be signed to a contract with them that he can't basically do anything else, if I had to guess. Because that's what the Andersons have now, right?
To my knowledge.
They can't do anything else outside of Monster Jam. So,
yeah, which means it's going to be Slim Pickens back there at Kill Devil Hills, where Dennis is going to be running the King Sling Mega or Monster Ride Truck.
The ride truck all by himself.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Which, we've seen clips of Ryan out there helping him and all that. So I don't know, maybe he still can't get in there and help with all that. Depending on his contract, of course, and assuming he's not going to be gone during the shows. Spence, what do you think about this whole shadeal?
So I got a couple things I'd like to talk about this, because I definitely got to agree with Harley, seeing that just another Anderson it signs with Monster Jam. Honestly, when are they going to stop calling it Monster Jam? Just start calling it the Anderson Show, because it seems like you trade out Eichelberger and you get another Anderson.
That's a good one.
If you look
I'm
at
sorry,
it,
Coop.
Comment of the night.
you're good. If you look at it in a financial way, fucking big money. Easy money.
Yes.
Take
you're
it.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
fucking take it. You're only how old is he? Like 19 or 18
That's
or
what I
20?
thought.
18 or 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
just
that
barely
young,
able
just-
to.
Just hang in there. Just collect that easy money. And then I guess leave eventually. I don't know. Fuck. Maybe he'll enjoy it. Maybe he enjoys it. We just don't want him to go. Now all that, like Harley was saying, and Spence, on how now they can't really do too much shit behind the scenes. Now they got to wait a little bit. Which, hey, he's only 19, 20. It's not like it's going to be gone forever. only now when we're all 30 or 40, then he'll jump back to it, I bet.
Well, right. You're absolutely right. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. However, Dennis has really made a name for himself outside of monster trucks ever since he had to retire with King Sling and now Bog Hog, because people pay them to come out to a lot of the big trucks gone wild, the mud truck events, the mega monster events, to come out and represent those trucks. And to my understanding, Monster Jam is very anti, you're only allowed to drive our trucks and that's it because we can't afford for you to get hurt.
Correct.
I mean, Ryan used to have his mega truck and now that's owned by somebody else. I don't know if Dennis is going to be selling off both of his mega trucks because he's got nobody to drive them. He can't drive them. He does the monster ride along. So I feel like that's going to kind of put, a dent in Dennis's operation. But I know for a fact he's proud seeing all of his kids representing his legacy. So here's my question to the group and you guys in the comments as well. Seeing Weston get the seat in Gravedigger, the 40th anniversary, do you think this makes up for the horrible 40th anniversary paint scheme that Team Gravedigger is going to be running in 2022?
I'm going to be completely honest with you, and this is my 2 cents. I think it does. I think bringing in Weston...
It does make up for it?
I think it makes up for it. I think you have now 3 Andersons driving a Gravedigger. Yes, it may have the crappy paint scheme on the side of the truck, but you're bringing in some new blood. And so now I want to kind of reel into what my opinion is on Weston going to Monster Jam. I think it's a smart idea on his part to go in, like you said, Coop. He's going to make easy money going there, right? He's an Anderson going and driving monster trucks. They're going to pay him good. Fans are going to love him. What I kind of question is we've seen him go crazy in a mega truck, and I'm not downplaying mega trucks. That is an insanely awesome sport, by itself. But what have we seen him do in a mega truck other than just go balls to the walls and, just jump really far, jump really high, or do these insane crashes? And it's like, okay, now you're going to have to learn how to tone that down. And you're going to be in an arena? I thought that was weird. I thought, okay, maybe the guy who holds the mega truck long jump world record, maybe we kind of let him have a little more playing field. Maybe we put him on a stadium, so they threw him in an arena. Weird. However, that just made that arena East Coast tour that much more interesting.
It went from the tour that no one wants to go to, the tour that everyone wants to go to,
and possibly getting canceled just from the rumors that we heard, to now, hey, this is going to be a big boy arena tour. We know right now on that tour we got, I think, Brie Mahone's on that tour. You got Cody Saucier on that tour, Weston Anderson, and then there's some independents in there as well. But this tour is coming to life. It's going to be really exciting to watch. But as you said, Harley, kind of bummed on one instance just because we're like, man, we were kind of hoping Weston would stay away from Monster Jam. I do think this is cool. If you remember when we were in Glendale last year and we were talking to Dennis, we were hanging out with the Pags.
A couple years ago now.
Yeah, we were talking to Dennis, and I straight up asked him, I said, Dennis, is Weston ever going to be in Monster Jam at some point? Is this in his future? And he said, yeah, he'll be there at some point. And
at some point, yeah.
And, we all kind of looked at each other. We just, maybe took that with a grain of salt because, he's just answering and, maybe he's trying to give people hope or, maybe not spill the beans completely, but it was just like he was being honest with us. Like, no, he'll be there at some point. I think a lot of people watching wasn't expecting Anderson to go there, but when we heard Dennis say that, it was like, okay, this might be a possibility. Like Coop said, the video that Monster Jam made, that was kind of weird. It really didn't make a whole lot. It was cool. Like, don't get me wrong, the video was really cool. But when you start thinking about it, you start putting all the clips together, it's like, that has nothing to do with Weston at all.
They're not all from the same spot at the same time.
Oh, no. My favorite part was the drone shot. They added in a helicopter sound effect. Like, there was no helicopter at all in Paxton. What is going on?
I didn't pay any attention to that. Now that you say that.
Oh, yeah. Ever since Blake left, it's been their social media hasn't been good at any highlight video.
Well, Spence,
Blake.
Think about this, Spence. About what's it been, 11 months ago now? We were talking about what does Kristen Anderson have to prove, and there's a whole video. One of our first videos on our YouTube channel is about that. What does Kristen Anderson have to prove going into her first stadium season? Now we're going to make it a whole video on what does Weston Anderson have to prove coming into Monster Jam. Monster Jam giving us stuff to talk about.
Here's the thing, man. Like, I still feel like Kristen's the one that's still gonna have stuff because I'm not knocking Kristen. We know she's a great driver. Arenas is her bread and butter. But prior to monster trucks, Kristen didn't really have anything to kind of start with. She wasn't into the mud trucks. She wasn't into tough trucks or nothing like that. She literally jumped straight into monsters. Weston has years of experience ripping around in Bog Hog, King Sling, all the mega trucks. Hell, there's even like old Trucks Gone Wild videos where he was putting his Teeny Man performances in a go-kart jumping crap at the North versus South stuff. So Weston's been doing this stuff for a very long time. I feel like, if I had to predict, I feel like Weston's going to be on another level compared to Kristen at the end of 2022. And it's nothing against Kristen. It's solely because even though Weston is a young buck getting into monster trucks, especially arenas and the Monster Jam circuit, representing Gravedigger, I feel like he's going to get a lot more comfortable in the seat of a truck a lot faster than Kristen did. So I feel like even though it's going to be his rookie season, he's going to blow everybody out of the water.
I mean, that's a pretty bold prediction right there. And like I said, my only reason into somewhat disagreeing with that is because they're going to be putting him in arenas, and he's coming from being in the outdoor scene, like the Mid-America Outdoors, where he really shined, where he set the world record in the long jump for mega trucks. Now he's going to take and tone that down a lot. You're going to have to take and water down that energy a lot for these Monster Jam arenas. And if they would go and actually change their flipping arena setup, I would maybe, have a difference of opinion on that. But even still being an arena, that's going to be hard to take a lot of that energy that he brings to the set and tone it down. Some other positive things I have to say about Weston, and this should be no surprise to anybody. Weston is actually a really very nice, humble person. Enjoyed being around him the little bit that I have been. But I'm glad to see him finally make it to the big leagues at Monster Jam. I think he's definitely going to give his brothers a run for their money. There's going to give us a lot to talk about. Dennis is happy. Kristen's happy. But at some point, we're going to stop calling this Monster Jam. We're just going to start calling it the Anderson Show. Run by the Andersons. They're going to be part owners at some point of Monster Jam, I believe. But I do like this comment by...
on that too, real quick.
Which one?
Just real quick, Spence, this comment. I think it's... No.
The McBasketball?
Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah. Imagine how successful the McBasketball is, as you said.
First of all, 10 out of 10 on your profile picture, man. Like, that is...
Basketball. Awesome. Imagine how successful he would be if Dennis started his own tour and Weston drove a King Sling monster truck. For anybody who is disappointed that Weston is going to Monster Jam, you were probably expecting this right here. I know a lot of us behind the scenes were. A lot of us were expecting Weston to maybe kind of stay off the side, do his own thing. But Coop, going back to you, like what you said already, this is easy money for Weston. And we're over here assuming that Weston is, in fact, and locked in, to like this 10-year contract or this lifelong contract. And he may not be. From some stuff that we've heard floating around behind the scenes is a lot of the contracts at Monster Jam are going to now just like year-to-year contracts. Yeah. Because if another COVID, pandemic were to break out, Monster Jam's not tied to these big-ass contracts like they were whenever COVID hit, and that really hit Monster Jam hard. So maybe, just maybe, Weston's not tied to a long contract. And what if Weston's just filling in for first quarter? What if he's just going to be there to fill that seat on the East Coast because they really had nobody else that they wanted to throw in that truck? But now that I'm also thinking, I'm thinking.
I don't know. I'm wondering how much of a last-minute deal this was with Weston Anderson. Like, okay, we have no one else to call. Please, we need you to come do this tour for us, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they're going to sit there and say, "Oh, this has been something we've had years in the making."
No,
this is something you literally pulled out of your ass last minute.
Yeah,
and probably
that's what it looks
begged
like.
Dennis to make it happen.
On the flippity flop, I could also see it as. We were all wondering why. Oh, what's his name? Morgan King. Why he hasn't been back? Why is he not?
Maybe he didn't get a call then.
That's what we all assumed. We all assumed like, hey, he's just a fish out of water. Good luck, best of luck to you. Maybe this was a plan in the making all along. They were trying to get Weston on. They didn't want to make an announcement till the writing on the the ink was dry on the paper. They didn't want to say anything till it was done. They finally got the deal done. They probably had that video made forever. But then again, Coop, like you said. Video didn't really make a whole lot of sense, so
I think they would have made a lot nicer video of the announcement if this was a planned out thing they had in the making. Honestly.
How about that? Maybe Weston's just filling for a first quarter. Maybe.
I mean, God forbid, if you're going to take Morgan out, put him in a Max D again. We need more drivers. They're killing us. They really want us gone.
Sounds like Team Max D is dying over there.
Well, they just hate us. They mad at us because we better. Because we don't break.
That's all there is to it.
Okay. Anyway, I was going to make another bold statement as far as Arena Tour East. I'm going to put my prediction right up there. 1-2 for Arena East. I'm not going to say which one's which. Cody Saucier and Weston. Put it right there.
Who's on
I'm just saying.
I don't
It's
remember
going to be
who's
Cody
all
Saucier
on
and
that tour.
Well, at one point,
Well, they still don't have a full lineup, to my
they
understanding.
still don't?
I think they were still waiting for 2 more independents. I think.
We knew of Bree and Cody, and then I think it was like Chad Tingler or somebody from an independent team.
Probably Stone
Is it that
Crusher.
the tour that Armando was moved to? Because he was on the West tour, and then they moved him.
That's right. Okay.
Let's just go buy King's truck, and we'll just enter in ourselves.
But that kind of gives me some hope. Like that's so now that I'm thinking of it, there's 2 tours arena tours that I'm really interested in following now. This upcoming first quarter. Obviously, this being the East Coast tour, but then the West Coast tour with our boy Too Tall being on that tour. Too Tall, and then you got Brandon Vincent in the Grave Digger. It's going to be on that tour. Now, Too Tall has proven in the past that he can beat Brandon, but it is a Grave Digger truck. Brandon likes to drive that truck hard. That's going to be an interesting arena tour to keep up with.
Unfortunately, that's just what it's going to boil down to. Is it's going to be a lot of there's going to be a lot of bias. You're going to see a lot of Gravediggers winning because they're saying that they're going to fix the judging system for the World Finals, but it's going to stay the same. It's still going to be fan judging throughout the rest of the season. So I wouldn't put it past anybody where we're going to see Brandon Vincent winning that tour solely because it is a Gravedigger. Nothing against his driving abilities, but I mean, we know how very biased fan judging is and why we don't care for it that much. Yeah, red headlights, green paint scheme, immediately. Even if it's a backflip, 9 points, 9 out of 10.
Yo, I love this McBasketball. I love
This
him
last
a lot.
comment that he put up.
Yeah.
What's that?
Speak of truth.
Even if Max D gets down to 1 driver, Tom can still hold off all of the Andersons.
This is true, honestly. If you really think about it.
Mr.
one guy.
Basketball, we want to
Make a
thank you
basketball.
for joining our streams and making our night. 'Cause your picture and your name is awesome. Tip of the cap to you, sir. Thank you for being a fan of the show and tuning in. Spence, we already talked about Kevin King basically, quote unquote, announcing his retirement, selling off his stuff. Did you have something you wanted to add to that?
Not entirely, because I know a lot of people, especially as fans, are going to probably be upset seeing that Kevin King is gone. But just looking at his list of accomplishments, being in movies, being on TNT, doing stuff with AEW, I mean, and having a really long career with the independent side of things and, doing stuff with Monster Jam. He's got some really young kids, so I could totally understand that he's probably wanting to stay at home more, watch his kids grow up, raise them, go to school and stuff. I am glad that I didn't see anything that he's selling his ride truck. So if I had to guess, he's probably keeping that around, probably going to have his ride truck operation, either doing stuff in his hometown, make a quick buck here and there doing that. But honestly, I could see why Kevin may be hanging it up just for a little bit. He even said that he's not completely done with monster trucks. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does a fill-in here and there. But he's a good guy. He deserves a break. So, if he comes back, he comes back. If not, hey, hats off to you. You had an awesome career. We wish nothing but the best of luck to you.
Now, a couple other random facts that someone had sent us this info, which, I mean, it's all this first fact, I think a couple days prior to this, but Tanner Root going to drive for Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live.
The European tour.
The European tour with not really a lot of info on that. He just said Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live. He didn't say what team, which if you kind of follow along with that tour, there are no company trucks, quote unquote, for Hot Wheels right now. It's based off of all independents. So unless he's going to be like the first ever company driver, he didn't mention anything about the team that he's going to. So interestingly enough there, congratulations to you, Tanner, for getting back in the seat. Been sitting out for a while. Get back in the game. Make your presence known on the European tour. And then the other thing was, I guess the Swansons had posted that they are either building another truck or they're adding something else to their fleet with no hints as to what they could possibly be adding to their fleet. Don't know what that's about, but I saw that they posted that. And our good buddy Joey says that info before the show. So there's some things, a couple of facts to let your mind wander. Now, Are we ready? Are we ready to do the giveaway? Are we ready to reveal the winner? Is everybody behind the scenes, everybody here at the Throttle Show ready for this?
Well, we got 3 other things that we could talk about. Do you want to save the giveaway for last, or should we just do it now? Because we still got about almost half an hour left of the stream.
Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. I totally forgot somebody on the show has a big-ass announcement to make.
My gosh, man, you're the one that keeps all the notes and everything.
Hold on. I'll lead you in.
What are you doing?
Okay. I'll lead you in. A few weeks ago, Austin Spence calls us up. Hey man, got something I want to talk to you about. We talk about it for a little bit. First of all, absolutely blown away at this. This is an awesome announcement Spence is about to make. Incredibly humbled and excited for him. So, if y'all have been following along with us, Spence has been having an announcement he's going to be making this. He's not about to disappoint y'all. This could very well change the entire layout of the Throttle Out show as we know it. Mr. Spence, take it away.
The moment the stream crashes.
So, yeah, of course. Coop, don't put that out there in the open. So yeah, I recently got a phone call from a real good friend of mine that I've known since high school. Me and him have been high-performance racing junkies for as long as I can remember. He's always been into drag racing. I've always followed monster trucks. Well, we both actually, after kind of leaving high school, became very successful in both industries. However, COVID happened to me. I got kicked to the curb and had everything ripped out from underneath me. He remained in drag racing. So I get a call the other day wanting to come in for a job interview, and to my surprise, it went extremely well. So going into 2022, I'll be touring with Doug Coletta and the Mac Tools NHRA Top Fuel Dragster for the 2022 season.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
Super excited. It is.
I was a little late.
Yeah, a little late. Thanks, Cooper. Appreciate it, buddy. But yeah, it is definitely a field I'm not familiar with. I've done drag racing back in high school. Ever since then, it's always been monster trucks. But super excited, super honored to even just have this opportunity to go out and tour again. I'm going to be getting my CDL, driving everywhere. Looking forward to going to our very first stop in Pomona, California for the Point Series for the Winter Nationals. So it's going to be awesome. 10,000 horsepower, 300 miles per hour. I mean, I get goosebumps just talking about it. I'm super excited. But I got 2 weeks left with FedEx, throwing boxes around and driving a big old box truck, and then I'm off to building 10,000 horsepower race engines every single weekend. So super, super excited about that.
Spence going to NHRA, man. This is about to change the entire landscape of the Throttle Out show because we ain't going to be talking about just monster trucks anymore. We're going to be dipping our toes, I guess. Actually, going to be jumping in with both feet first. Spence is, anyways, going to work for NHRA. And something else I'm pretty excited about is we're not too far from the drag strip here in Texas, the Texas Motorplex. And one of our good buddies lives like maybe 5 minutes at, most from that drag strip. So we can't wait. You come to Texas. I think it's next October. Get to hang out, watch some drag cars, man. This is awesome. Team Coletta. And I guess I didn't even realize, because I don't keep up with NHRA like I used to. I didn't even realize that Mac Tools was like an official sponsor of really any race team until you told me that the other day. Seeing Mac Tools is in the game. And I'm super, super excited for you, man. Round of applause for us, Spence.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. It's been very. I love that I get the slow clap from Cooper in the dark. Like. Yeah, so here's the fun part, and we need to come up with merch, but my job title is actually a rack specialist. So my wife has a certain t-shirt design, but I don't know if we could sell it. But it's better than what my friend Gage does. He's a head specialist, so I'd rather be the rack specialist than the head specialist. But anyway, but yeah, I'm super excited to get to travel. I probably won't be on the show as much because Sundays is race day with the NHRA tour, so that is the big day, and we've got a lot. They're changing around with the car. It's going to be a top contender going into the season, so we're just getting everything primed and prepped and ready, and. I'm be honest, I'm completely nervous. I don't know what to expect at my first race because my very first Monster Jam show was hectic and damn near terrifying. But I'm super excited to be a part of it. But yeah, my wife, she's like, just tell him the idea. she basically wants me to make a picture of, well, a rack, a female's rack, and it just says rack specialist across the titties, apparently. And that's what she wants me to make.
Across the titties.
And she wants me to wear that on my first day of work at Coletta Motorsports. Oh. Anyway, yeah, Paige, my wife, she yells at me all the time, but it's okay. That's why I'm going to be on the road again.
Paige Johnson, once he's going to be on the road, obviously he may not be here for every episode, so we're going to need an additional analyst to kind of fill his role. Paige Johnson, we may be coming for you. You may be taking Spence's seat whenever he's not here in the Throttle Out show. Who knows? Now, Spence, we got a package the other day. We got a Christmas package.
Yeah, you did.
Are we supposed to open that now? Are we ready for that?
So I just wanted to. So what we do in my family, we kind of like to do a favorite things kind of Christmas giveaway. So basically, what we do is this is just kind of a weird family tradition we do on my mother's side. So we get something that through the year it's like one of our favorite things, and we give it to everybody as like, oh, like I really liked this or that or whatever. It's just like a really personalized gift kind of thing. And I was really thinking, it's like, man, I should really do something for Tweety, because this thing in particular, I would have to say, is your 2021 favorite thing of the year. So if you go ahead, pull out the box, open it up, and share with everybody what I got for you, my friend.
Yeah, excuse me, I gotta move my eggnog. Hold on. Gracias.
I think I have an idea of what it is, but I honestly have no idea what it is.
Donuts.
Donuts?
Or alcohol.
Nuts.
Do you have any, before you open it, do you have any predictions? Like what your favorite thing of 2021, do you have any idea what it is?
I mean, I'm sitting right here.
I got him.
That's my answer.
Yeah. Do you need the scissors again?
No, I don't know what's going on here. Oh my gosh! Who taped this thing?
I think it was
The
my wife.
Whataburger mascot.
Yeah, look out, Harley.
I know you're gonna poke me.
Look out. What are we looking at here?
Oh my gosh.
What the hell is this?
What is that?
Are they all?
These are all Bakugan Dragonoids? You shit me?
There's so many of them. Why?
Why? Why, God? Why?
Oh, is this a mini one?
Open it. You gotta open it.
Oh, open it. It's a mystery one. Open it.
It might not be Bakugan.
Yeah.
It might not be. It might be a Gold Max D.
Yeah, let's go!
No, it's a Bakugan.
You're what? Merry Christmas, buddy.
This one's so cute, though. It's so tiny.
You can glue it to the lid of his hat.
You can.
I'm so stressed out. Get that off of me.
I love how you just kept pulling out more trucks out of the box. This is a great gift.
I'd keep the box pretty good. It could probably sell for more money.
This one?
Yeah, you could probably sell that, to be honest.
Merry Christmas. Kiss my ass. Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass.
Kiss your ass.
Happy Hanukkah.
Spence,
Like you actually have the.
Were you just
What's that?
collecting these like throughout the year?
Yes.
Every time you
Yes.
found one?
Yes. So I stop at a Walmart every single time I do my route, and I'm like, I gotta see if there's another Bakugan. I gotta see if there's another Bakugan. And Katie's like, why are you collecting so many Bakugan Dragonoids? I'm like, because I'm gonna get it to Tweety for Christmas. She's like, he's gonna be so mad at you. I'm like, yeah. I'm glad you like it, buddy.
We're going to have a little meeting after the show. Need to move some personnel around here at the Throttle Out show. Spence is getting fired after his big announcement. We were just talking about these with my daughter, about getting her some minis, so she's already got one. How about that?
Well, there you go. And you already got her a nice little collection so far.
Yeah.
Yep. I got a brand new
display
AR-15 here recently, and I've yet to shoot it. Now I've got targets.
Got him. Make that a video.
Anyway, would you like to do the wheel now? Like, I feel like I kind of pulled some of the wind out of your sails, man.
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Man.
Now, I think it's time. To do. We're gonna spin the wheel. What did we call this earlier? The wheel
of throttle.
The wheel of throttle is what this is.
That's the best name we can come up with at the moment. So.
We were doing some trial runs.
I
before the show started, just to make sure everything worked right. So, for crying out loud, if this wheel does not work on y'all's end, we will let y'all know who this thing landed on. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, before we spin the wheel, I would like to say this. I'd like to say a very special thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of everyone's heart here on the Throttle Out Show, for if you entered our giveaway, you supported our show, thank you so much. You have no idea what that means, what you've been able to help us accomplish here behind the scenes, putting this show together each and every week. We go live 2 days a week, and this is a free show. So for those of y'all who took the time out of your schedule, took money away from your hard-earned paychecks to help support us, it means so much to us. We don't have a Patreon. I want to ask y'all to give donations. We want y'all to have something in return with the merchandise. So thank you so much for helping us being able to put this giveaway together. And I think it was a success for us. And I think it's time to spin the wheel now. Now, I will say we had, I think, 13 people who successfully entered the giveaway, completely. But there was a total of 68 entries altogether. So when you see the wheel, you're going to see guys and gals' names on the wheel that, all their names they'll have different proportions to their names. But that's because they had different entries into the game. So, Harley, if you go to the wheel screen, I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. You will probably see... let it load here. The biggest name you'll see on the screen belongs to a Mr. Jeremy Parsons, okay? He has the most entries in the entire giveaway with 13 entries altogether. Behind him in second place was Katie Lovato with 10 entries. Behind her was Tommy Evans, 9 entries. Cameron Smith, 7 entries. Then from down on yonder, we had Brandon Overmeyer with the diesel monster truck, the American Outlaw monster diesel truck, 7 entries. Then we had a bunch of people who had 3 entries, among the likes of Richie Kaiser, Michael Keller, James Marin, Matthew Colby, and my favorite on this entire list, Josh.
I love that. It's like a Ricky Bobby situation. Josh.
Yeah. Josh.
I like it.
Oh, and we can't forget Ron M.F. Maple and Pizza Wayne.
Pizza Wayne.
Don't forget James Martin. James Martin's also on that list.
Yeah.
That you decided not to cover.
I said James Marin or I don't know how.
I think it's Marin.
Might be Marin.
Well, I didn't see it, T. Why am I pronouncing their names? I'm bad at this. Ignore me.
Man. Yeah, leave it to the professionals. I'm not saying I'm a professional, but
You threw a tantrum after you got diecast trucks. Anyway.
All right, Harley. I believe it's time that you do the honors. Go ahead and spin this wheel whenever you're ready.
Are we going to count it down or just spin it?
I think you should just go ahead and spin it, because if we count down, there might be a glitch and the system might fail. So here we go. Who's it going to land on?
I cannot see anything at all.
Jeremy Parsons! Woo!
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Oh, boy! Jeremy Parsons taking the lead with 13 entries into the game.
I mean, that's what happens when you buy so much stuff. You get a lot more entries into the giveaway. So
Guy got some sweet merch. He actually, I believe he bought a pint glass from us.
He's the first one to get one of those pint glasses.
First one to buy a pint glass that counted in as one of his registers.
I know he's watching tonight, so I'm waiting to see his comment that he won.
Yeah, he just commented, said, "This is my show."
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, hell yeah. Brand new Traxxas Stampede
This one's
RC.
yours right here.
Straight from HQ. This did not hit any other stores along the way. This came straight from Taiwan to the U.S. right here in McKinney, Texas. And now it's going to be headed. Let me point.
You were about to poke that
Let
in
me
my
point, woman. straight to Jeremy Parsons' house. I don't know if it's going to make it to your house in time for Christmas. I doubt it, just because Spence, you know how shipping goes right now. Just trying to get stuff anywhere right now is freaking insane. Jeremy Parsons pulling out the dub. Traxxas Stampede RC. $100 Visa gift card and some Throttle Out merch. Thank y'all so much for playing and making this giveaway possible. Congratulations, Jeremy. Man, this is awesome. I'm so pumped for him. He watches our show each and every week.
He does.
Now
it's going to be his 7th Traxxas truck.
His number 7.
Not lucky 7. Well, here it is right here.
Jeremy, when you get your stuff, make sure you take a nice little picture. Maybe even take some videos of all your Traxxas vehicles next to each other. Make sure you post that. Tag us in it. Hashtag RWIDTO. Remember, when in doubt, throttle out, baby.
If this is his 7th truck, I want to see a truck jump. I want to see his brand new Stampede that he just won for the Throttle Out show jumping over the other 6 Traxxas trucks that he currently has.
Hey. That's an idea.
Full of them. Anyway. So we're going to be going on looks like a week break here on the Throttle Out show because, the holidays, we're not going to be doing a show on Wednesday. We're not going to be doing a show on Sunday. Well, because obviously it is the holidays. We want to spend time with our families. So with that being said, going into the week of Christmas, is there anything you guys are looking forward to? Any holiday traditions, just spending time with family, food, whatever it may be? Just curious.
See, and that's funny that you say that. I was thinking about that earlier. We are going to be, I guess, starting some different traditions this year. Just kind of, a change in life in the last couple of years. It seems it's been, constant.
Constant change.
Last 3 years has been like a different, okay, we're going to start a new tradition this year. It's like, okay, well, we have to start a new one this year. So we'll see. I think we're going to spend most of Christmas Eve maybe doing some baking, making some cookies. Me and Harley and my daughter making some cookies. And we're going to go
for
over.
Santa.
Going to go over to the great-grandparents afterwards and maybe open up some gifts there, maybe watch some movies, and then come back here and wait for Santa to show up at the Tweety Johnson household.
What about you, Coop?
Well, I'm going to go Christmas shopping for my family on Christmas Eve. See what I can find.
Are you one of those people that waits till Christmas Eve to go shopping?
Yeah, one of those guys.
Me and my dad do it a lot. It's fun. It's where you find all the best stuff. To where if nobody wanted it, hey, it was meant to be. Doing all that. There's a Christmas party on the 23rd at my dad's shop. So my goal, tradition, I guess I'm going to start, is to finish a whole bottle of Hollerhead whiskey by myself. Finish that in one night. I might also spend a day cooking stuff. We'll see what happens. Maybe after I finish the bottle, then I'll go cook stuff. Who knows?
That sounds
Maybe
dangerous.
There'll be a video. But no, that's about it. Then the rest of the time, just gonna be relaxing, chilling with my pugs, enjoying the day.
Spence, how about you?
So with my mom, we do every Christmas morning we do like a Christmas breakfast, and she makes this amazing breakfast casserole every single year. That's the only time we really ever have it, is only Christmas morning. And then gonna be going over to my grandparents' house, and we kind of have our big family Christmas. My uncles come out from Chicago, my aunts from Indiana, and we just we're gonna be playing. We've kind of started a new tradition. So something some of you guys may not know about is me and my wife. We love playing games. Like, we love board games. Me and her, we fight all the time playing Mario Kart. Honestly, that's the only time me and her ever get in arguments, is by playing Mario Kart. It gets violent because she cheats. But anyway.
Oh.
But we kind of started bringing out some our favorite board games. There's this game that we play, or games I should say, on the Xbox. It's by Jackbox. One of them is called Quiplash, and some other things. So we introduced that to the grandparents, and they don't quite grasp the fact that you play using your phone, and it's like science fiction to them. They're like, I don't understand. How is this controlling that? Shouldn't I be using my TV remote? No, Grandpa, it's completely different. But anyway, just kind of, so what we do is we kind of, like, everybody has like a game or a favorites thing, and we give out prizes. Well, one of the recent prizes I went and got for the game that me and Katie are putting on, she wants to take that present for herself. So now I need to go to Walmart during my shift and find another substitute. So hopefully there's that. But other than that, honestly, it's a really tame, really kind of laid back Christmas. I'd have to say one of my favorite all-time traditions has just always been that breakfast casserole my mom makes. Because, you know, some kids would like wake up and be excited to seeing presents on the tree. Me growing up as a fat kid, when I smelled the sausage, eggs, and cheese in the morning, I ran straight to the kitchen.
Hey, preach it. So I gotta say, I mean, first of all, thank y'all for everyone who participated in the giveaway. But if you want to do something that supports our channel without spending any, you please just go to our channel, like, subscribe, but also share our videos. And I don't know if this kind of makes any sense to y'all, but sharing our stuff, sharing our content out there, getting the word out really helps us out a lot. It doesn't cost you a cent to do that. If you wouldn't mind sharing even this video, just once the stream ends in a few minutes, we'd really appreciate that. But from the bottom of our hearts here at the Throttle Out Show, Merry Christmas to each and everyone who support and listen to our show. Hope you'll have the best Christmas you've ever had in your entire lives. And then for our next episode, like I said, we're taking basically a week vacation off here, you know, nice little Christmas vacation. So our next episode will be December 29th. It'll be our last show of the year. We'll have Brandon Overmeyer with the American Outlaw Diesel Monster Truck. Will be joining us talking about his page in America TV, who just hit 1,000 subs. Congratulations to them once again. We talked about that already. Thank you for everyone who participated in our giveaway, for everyone who bought merch and supported us. Thank you, but also congratulations to Jeremy Parsons, our giveaway winner. Fill up that pint glass with some Jack and Coke, and you'll be getting your stuff here before too much longer. We'll be in contact with you. Remember, when in doubt, throttle out. Merry Christmas. Good night, everyone.